Yo, what's good, y'all? What's good? Welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm gonna be reacting to The Little Mermaid 2023 behind the scenes, as well as top 10 differences between The Little Mermaid from 1989 and The Little Mermaid from 2023. Alright, and then so this whole weekend, I'm gonna drop at least, one video each day. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, on Halle Bailey, The Little Mermaid cast, interviews, stuff like that. So this is the first video, obviously, for Friday. So happy Friday. And then the second video will be me reacting to a couple of interviews from BuzzFeed UK and 17. And then lastly, on Sunday, it'll be Halle Bailey, Beyonce impression, and as well as Halle Bailey with swap closets with Chloe Bailey. So yeah, those two interviews as well, I'm guessing. Yeah, I went to go see The Little Mermaid. Fun fact, I actually watched the original for the first time the same day that I went to the movie theater to go see The Little Mermaid 2023. All right? Don't do that. Don't do that. Because, The Little Mermaid wasn't my shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really like animation for real when I was that young, like really young, and like on Disney especially. Don't worry. But yeah, so I'm excited. It's kind of like a Little Mermaid / Halle Bailey reaction marathon for the weekend. But I'll definitely be throwing in some extra videos, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you know when I upload, and make sure you stay, because there's hella videos, hella reactions on my channel. I got a lot of playlists, check them out. But alright, I'm gonna like this video. Grab your snacks for the weekend, y'all. It's about to be lit. Do y'all eat these? Teddy Grahams, they're the bomb diggity, okay? Let me know if you eat them. If you do, you usually have the honey, chocolate chip, cinnamon, or the chocolate, okay? Chocolate flavors are underrated. Chocolate is the best flavor, period. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm ready to see the behind the scenes footage.
When you finish it, don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing. Good morning. Hi
Yeah. So, when I was on set for Planet Fitness, yeah, like, acting is a long process, okay? You're not always working. You're always on the scene, though. You know what I'm saying? You're always somewhere so that they can grab you when it's your turn, or blah, blah, blah. Of course, when you first get there, you got to get your makeup, hair done, whatever. Get dressed, you know what I'm saying? And then you do whatever else you got to do for the project. But it's really a long process. And of course, characters like
It's no surprise
gotta
that
do
the
a lot.
newest film, the live-action Little Mermaid, the excitement is at an all-time high. And today we wanted to take you back behind the scenes of how this film was made.
that stuff is crazy to me.
But before we get into more of these moments, some trivia for you. Where did the origin story of the Little Mermaid come from? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around to the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
Halle Bailey, when she sang for us, it was so emotional. She set the bar, and no one ever surpassed it.
Poor child. I've been watching you for a long time now, Jerry.
Halle is one of the most memorable and incredible experiences of this job. So talented. She's amazing.
The glimpses that we
Facts.
do get to see of the animation, we can notice that it does have that magic touch to it. Of course, CGI and not made like Avatar: The Way of Water, where the camera that was used to shoot the film was made for that specific film.
I remember thinking to myself, this is a really cool moment. I'm just gonna take a picture in my head and remember this forever.
That's pretty dope. Yeah, I just want to say it's dope. I do not want to just push to the side the fact that The Little Mermaid is black. The Little Mermaid is black this time. You know what I'm saying? So now little girls all around the world, grown ass women all around the world, can see either their younger selves or themselves in a movie like The Little Mermaid. You know what I'm saying? The fact that people are so, like, since the beginning of time, characters like, of course, like Santa Claus, Jesus, not Jesus, not a character, obviously, but you know what I'm saying? Like those type of things, they're always seen as like white, you know what I'm saying? You don't ever really grow up and hear or see a black Santa Claus or a black Jesus or, you know what I'm saying, like a black mermaid. So it was cool. I thought that was dope.
McCarthy as Ursula. She's extraordinary.
She's so dishy and conniving. Oh, you got a deal? I might just give you the premium package, kid. She's hilarious and terrifying. True. Yes.
Now obviously with this more of a low-budget film, a brand new camera wouldn't be in the works. Nonetheless, the animation looked stunning.
When people see Melissa as Ursula, I'm telling you, it's like something you've never seen before.
She is so good. Her Ursula is.
I mean, to have Alan Menken and to have Lin-Manuel Miranda and then, oh, they're working together. It's kind of crazy.
We have gotten a few interviews with the cast and creators and what it was like filming for this classic story and becoming these characters.
The rehearsal process was unlike anything I'd experienced before. Rob and John, the director and producer, they're dancers originally, and they're choreographers, and they come from the theatre world. And I think you really felt that because we had so much time to rehearse, to workshop the script, to really understand who these characters are.
And speaking of transformation, we got to see the transformation take place for the creation of Ursula, which we can tell that the actress who plays her, Melissa McCarthy, has a fun time doing so.
And it begins.
The idea that this classic should be made into a live-action film came from the company itself, getting the idea, of course, from all the rest of the live-action films.
The Little Mermaid was the first film I ever scored. It's especially emotional coming back, and with Lin-Manuel Miranda, who was so brilliant. The songs we've written expand what Little Mermaid is.
On December 6, 2017, it was reported that Rob Marshall was being courted by the Walt Disney Company to direct the film, while Jane Goldman would serve as screenwriter.
I was really happy to get the chance to write lyrics. We just jumped into the trenches and said, let's just play.
In my heart, my 5-year-old little self, she could have seen me now. I think she would just be blown away.
For sure. For sure. Now, I also wanted to say, my favorite character, I think, after watching or while I was watching, was Flounder. Like, even though Flounder wasn't in the movie a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's the voice. Jacob did a great job with the voiceover. He has the cutest voice ever. And he grew so much from the beginning of production to the end. That's how you know it was a long-ass process, y'all.
1 year later, in 2018, it was revealed that this film would prove to be challenging to create in a live setting, as they felt that it's a very complicated movie to take from animation to live action.
We pulled off these songs that I think are really magical.
Have you not heard the scatterbutt? No, the gossip, the buzz, the who said what, who does that, yeah, the scatterbutt.
I feel really proud to work on The Little Mermaid because these characters live in my heart.
Live action's a whole other world, so you have to be very careful about how it's done. Of course, they did end up figuring it out in terms of the character design and how to shoot certain scenes.
I don't know when, I don't know how, but I know something's starting right now.
Halle Bailey talks about her character and the relationship between her and Eric.
Yes, I definitely feel that Ariel and Eric's relationship is definitely a bit more nuanced in this version. You get to understand the reasoning for their connection and their genuine friendship.
And aside from the story, we can look at the musicality of it all. Of course,
I liked how it was longer than the original, to explain more, for sure.
A whole new perspective on it, and we get to hear from the cast like David Diggs when he recorded Kiss the Girl.
There, you see her, sitting there across the way.
These songs feel like they've always been there. You might not have listened to it in 30 years, and the second you hear the first notes of it, you know the whole song.
But real quick, make sure you guys check out our Instagram page, linked down in the description. There's a ton of interview moments.
Fun, but that's a fun day to work together, to pull caps and...
Well, you just get so used to it.
Yes, you don't realize that you don't have anything on, And you just prayed for the special effects guys to do a good job.
Yeah. Yours was good. You had a fantastic mane of hair.
We can go back to Melissa McCarthy for just another moment and appreciate the casting choice for this character. She really does play this character really well, and even has the voice for it.
That's better.
We even have some information regarding the shipwreck scene when Ariel saves Prince Eric. Jonah's so much taller than me, Hallie said, but I had to hold him up, and we kept laughing about those boots that he had to wear because he kept sinking under because of the boots.
Oh, dang.
Really do expand what Little Mermaid is.
Rob Marshall has that rare gift of being able to honor everything that makes the original special, but also bring all of himself to it.
So we raised our hands and asked director Rob Marshall, "You don't see the boots, right? So can we just take them off?" Because he kept stepping on my toes. Marshall did not agree and the boots stayed. But we were just dying in the water the whole time, Bailey continued. But that was just the funniest moment to me.
The world that Rob Marshall created,
I would've been pissed.
boundaries. He's doing something special. Just a dream come true.
Composer to actor to set designer, everyone was really excited to work on this reimagining of the classic fairy tale. And we can even see Halle Bailey recording some of her songs.
Up where they walk, up where they run.
With Halle Bailey singing, this just fills my heart.
When she sang Part of Your World, it was so moving to me. She does it with such depth and such passion. It actually takes on a new life.
Y'all better, y'all late to the party. Halle been that, okay? And Chloe. They both been that. I'm glad they're getting shine and, you know, an expansion. I don't want to put race on it, but I just got to, you know what I'm saying? Primarily, I'm sure a lot of their fans were black. But after this whole Little Mermaid thing, I feel like it definitely opened the door to more, just more, okay? People see that she can sing, okay? And you can't play with her about that. She can sing live just as good as studio sound, like crazy. And I did just go to Chloe's concert last month. She was amazing. Check out my vlog on DEEZY Uncovered. I met her too. It was dope.
Reviews have already come in about this film from early showings and critics' reviews. And coming from Variety themselves, they believe that it's important with any Disney remake that is chosen to be done, keeping the magic and fantasy that most people have already seen. Even if you change the story just a little bit, but not too off-putting.
The character of Ariel is a girl who feels displaced. She wants something more, and you feel that in every pore of Halle. I think The Little Mermaid is an iconic, powerful story. It was important to expand and make it a fuller experience.
With the other live-action remakes, a lot of people ask why it was made. But with The Little Mermaid, it's more of a classic that people cherish. So creators were extra careful
that was
with
a
how
dope
this story
shot.
was told and what they changed.
When I first saw the original Little Mermaid, my whole world changed. Like so many of us little girls, we all just wanted to be mermaids.
At least half of Disney's recent cover versions have been colossally disappointing, according to Variety, turning touchstones of Americans' collective childhood into garish CG eyesores while threatening to tarnish our memories of the original. The casting choices could be all the more reason to revisit this classic story.
That's wild. That's dope though.
Melissa McCarthy and Javier Bardem play Ursula and King Triton, and they both sit down talking.
He looks so
more about
different.
their
I honestly did
characters
not
and what it was
recognize
like
him until
getting
just
suited
now.
up and being inspired by the previous voices.
For me, it's like, you know, Pat Carroll's original performance was incredible. And at a certain point, I had to just say, I have to stop the nerves and just think about it. As if this didn't exist, how would I, which still giving an homage to the first one, but really how would I just tackle it if this had never been seen before.
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, a little history background for those who may not know, but some might, the Little Mermaid story is actually based on Hans Christian Andersen's version of the story of the same name. This was written back in the 1800s, with a young mermaid who, like Ariel, constantly asked about the above world and, more interestingly, death. This is where the moment happened in the story of when she began to perish in the water. Obviously, this version was much, much darker than Disney's version for obvious reasons.
Where is it?
Don't cross my lens!
For obvious reasons.
The outpouring when we released that teaser, and just kid after kid being like, the world is so excited to see this role. I'm really excited for that moment to finally happen.
So what do you guys think about all these moments? Which one was your favorite, and are you excited to see this film? Let us know your thoughts
was
in the comments
great.
down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video.
We are on set every day, and there's always a beautiful, very soft melody that she's just humming along to. I never said anything. I never wanted her to stop, just to feel Hallie be that Little Mermaid. I think we're gonna feel that for a long time.
Awesome. All right, yeah, that was really good. Ooh, the vocals. The vocals. All right, y'all. That was an awesome video. I knew I would enjoy it. Just seeing behind the scenes of, you know, acting is dope. All right, so we're going to get into Miss Mojo's video, which is the top 10 differences between The Little Mermaid 1989 and 2023. Let's talk about it, because I know there are definitely quite a few differences. Obviously, it was longer. You know, the 2023 one was like 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes longer. And definitely had a little bit different style choices when it comes to quite a bit of things. So let's just see. I'm sure I'll remember as I see, because I definitely... Ooh, her voice.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 differences between The Little Mermaid 1989 and 2023. For this list, we'll be looking at changes that Disney made in The Little Mermaid's transition from animated classic to live-action remake. That means spoilers for both films. What did you think of these differences? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Ariel's first time on the surface. Our introduction to Ariel remains virtually the same, as the titular Little Mermaid explores a sunken ship with Flounder. Ariel, don't! They also encounter a shark, although this time, Ariel gives Jaws the slip using a mirror trick right out of Jurassic Park. Clever girl. Instead of going to the surface to ask Scuttle about dinglehoppers, it's established that Ariel has never been above water, although she longs to be where the people are.
I just want to know more about them.
In the animated film, Triton condemns his 16-year-old daughter for repeatedly swimming to the surface. The remake's Ariel, whose age is left ambiguous, is more hesitant to defy her father. After seeing the fireworks from up above, though, Ariel can no longer contain her desire to be part of that world. Number 9, new songs. The remake brings back
that's the
most
one
of the
thing
classic
I definitely
songs by Howard Ashman and Alan Menken, albeit with some adjustments. Poor Unfortunate Souls cuts the verse about idle babble.
Come on, you unfortunate soul!
Kiss the Girl's lyrics receive a few minor tweaks to erase any notions that Eric would, quote, force himself on Ariel, as Megan put it.
Oh.
Menken teamed with Lin-Manuel Miranda for 3 additional tunes. Eric gets an I Want song, Wild Uncharted Waters, which echoes her voice from the stage musical. Taking another page from Broadway, Ariel sings a new song, for the first time, through an inner monologue.
Part of that world.
Scuttle and Sebastian also share a rap that's pure Miranda, the Scuttlebutt. Les Poissons sadly gets left out to sea, although that song would have been more grotesque in live action.
I'll stop you with glad, don't hurt, 'cause you're dead, and you're certainly lucky you are.
Number 8, The Daughters of Triton. Daughters of Triton is another song that's removed from the remake.
That is, yeah.
Part of that's because the daughters are all given new names. Caspia, Indira, Karina, Mala, Perla, and Tamika. Ariel is now the only sister whose name begins with an A.
Oh.
Instead of a concert, the sisters are gathering for a meeting with Triton about an upcoming moon ceremony. Of course, Ariel is naturally absent. The filmmakers felt the Daughters of Triton song wasn't necessary for this version, wanting to build more anticipation leading to Part of Your World. As such, Fathoms Below is shortened and heard later in the film, making Ariel's I Want song the film's first number. Triton's daughters are also more diverse, as is the rest of the cast. Number 7. Scuttle.
That's what I did
Scuttle
enjoy.
remains the bird brain we all know and
I loved how the sisters were all different and unique, as they should be, because it already didn't really make sense, you know, with old dude being Hallie's father, the Little Mermaid's father. You know, you know what I'm saying. So the diversity of it was really cool.
Scuttle remains the bird brain we all know and love, unable to tell a fork from a dinglehopper.
She that's the reason why she was combing her damn hair with the fork.
The comedic character undergoes more than a couple of changes, however. Buddy Hackett injected a lot of his personality into the 1989 Scuttle. Awkwafina does the same with her take on the character. This casting comes with a gender swap, but the tweaks don't end there. Scuttle isn't a seagull in the remake, but rather a northern gannet.
I really didn't expect to find her here.
Being a diving bird, Scuttle is now able to interact with Ariel underwater. Awkwafina aimed to put a unique spin on the character, with the filmmakers allowing her to ad-lib.
You know, why don't you tell me something nice? Hey, Scuttle, I like your hair. I like the center part, because the side part looks like it's receding a little bit.
At the same time, she also sought to honor the late Hackett by incorporating touches of his portrayal. Number 6. Prejudice Between Worlds. King Triton makes his feelings about humans abundantly clear in the animated version.
Ariel, how many times must we go through this? You could have been seen by one of those barbarians, by one of those humans.
In the remake, it isn't just Triton who has a prejudice to work through. There are preconceived notions on both sides, with sailors accusing mermaids of drawing them to watery graves. Eric's mother believes that the people of the sea are responsible for creating the storms that sink their ships. Meanwhile, the merfolk don't appreciate having to clean up the sunken ships that humans leave behind. Triton's hatred of humans is personal because one killed Ariel's mother. Although this detail wasn't in the 1989 film, we do see what happened to Queen Athena in the direct-to-video Ariel's Beginning. She went out a lot like Ursula, between a boat and a hard place. Number 5. Eric's backstory. Eric is perhaps fleshed out the most in the remake.
There was a lot of training to play the characters. Do you want to try?
It's revealed that Eric was orphaned as a baby, and the local royalty took him in after he washed ashore. The king has since passed away, although Eric's adoptive mother, Queen Selena, continues to rule over the kingdom.
I wanted to be able to...
That makes more sense.
On a deeper level, just me... Regardless of anyone else, I wanted to understand who he was.
While there isn't an urgency for Eric to marry in this version, his mother still wishes to see him settle down. Eric's goals go beyond searching for the mystery girl who rescued him. Like Ariel, Eric possesses an unquenchable thirst for adventure, wishing to see other parts of the world. It's a nice contrast, with Ariel wanting to be on land and Eric wanting to be out at sea, yet both essentially desire the same thing: freedom. Number 4. Ursula is Triton's sister. The remake takes the beef between Ursula and Triton a step further,
makes it more personal.
Siblings.
The Sea Witch?
This plot point was actually in the storyboard stages of the animated film, with the sailors telling Eric that Triton's sister is the Sea Witch.
King Triton's their ruler. He's got 7 fair daughters.
And a witch of a sister named Ursula.
Ursula?
In the final film, Ursula mentions that she used to live in the palace, although it's never canonized that she's Ariel's aunt.
In my day, we had fantastical feasts when I lived to the palace.
The 2023 remake isn't the first interpretation to incorporate the sibling rivalry. The Little Mermaid stage musical delves even deeper.
That's just
into
crazy,
Ursula's
coming
history
for your
with Triton.
own niece
Each
like
was
that.
given half the sea when their father died, but Triton banished Ursula as she went mad with power.
Remember those good times? I want them back.
Another version of the stage show gives Triton several older siblings, who Ursula kills to seize the throne. Number 3. Bonding over human and mermaid stuff. Following the animated film, it's love at first sight for Ariel and Eric in the remake, with their romance playing out over 3 days.
Kiss
It may
the
be the
girl.
same time frame, but with a longer runtime, more moments are dedicated to them bonding. In one of the best new scenes, Ariel stumbles upon Eric's treasure trove that he's collected from his voyages. It's a welcome parallel with Ariel and Eric both being fascinated by each other's worlds, although some details have gotten lost in translation. Just as Ariel isn't sure how to properly use a fork.
Right. She has a goddamn comb.
Eric finds that his collection is full of surprises hiding in plain sight.
That was funny.
The two also connect over astronomy, helping Eric to piece together Ariel's name.
Ariel? That's kind of pretty. Okay. Ariel.
Number 2, Ursula's Art of the Deal.
Oh, right.
The remake's Ariel is slightly...
Cause that was funny in the 2023 version. Cause didn't she was like, oh yeah, she was like Ariel. That was funny in the 2023 version for sure.
Ursula's Art of the Deal. The remake's
Ariel.
Ariel is slightly more hesitant to strike a bargain with Ursula, but she ultimately gives in.
You like to start trouble?
Ariel seals the deal with blood rather than by signing a contract, addressing the "why didn't she just write Eric a message" plot hole. Ariel still sacrifices her voice, but it's called a siren here. Ursula also throws in an extra detail that she neglects to tell Ariel.
I'll whip up a little potion to make you human for 3 days. Got that? 3 days.
The witch puts a memory spell on Ariel, who forgets that she needs true love's kiss to remain human.
No, that's crazy.
You will remain human permanently.
That's why Ariel isn't quite as eager to pucker up during Kiss the Girl.
I think I missed that part.
This edition lines up with Ursula's deceitful ways. Although it might have been more effective if she erased all of Ariel's memories, then Ursula definitely could have won.
But if you don't, you'll turn back into a mermaid. And you belong to me.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 1. Climactic Role Reversal. The animated Ariel is notably the first Disney princess to save the prince. She not only rescues Eric from a shipwreck, but also prevents him from getting zapped with the trident during the climax. Eric returns the favor, defending Ariel with a harpoon and impaling Ursula in the end.
That was crazy.
Much of this remains the same in the remake, although the roles are reversed during Ursula's demise. This time, Eric is caught in the whirlpool, while Ariel winds up on a ship, which she steers in Ursula's direction. This change is similar to the stage musical, where Ariel also saves the day. Instead of running a ship through Ursula, though, the stage version sees Ariel destroy her Nautilus shell, in turn defeating the Sea Witch.
No!
That's wild. Alright, y'all, so that was the top 10 differences between The Little Mermaid 1989 and 2023 by Miss Mojo. I really enjoyed it. Alright, yeah, like I definitely didn't I knew the songs, there was more songs. Definitely saw that. Yeah. But the fact that the roles were reversed, who saved who at the end or whatever, I didn't even notice that. But I thought it was pretty cool how I had just seen the original for the first time, and then I was seeing the newest one back to back. So it really helped me, you know what I'm saying, to like it more. But I already said I was gonna go see it no matter what. No matter if I was gonna watch the original or not, I was gonna go see The Little Mermaid because I needed to make sure they had my coins. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For sure. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for tomorrow's videos. And stay lit. I mean, shoot. Yeah.